Hello Veg Champions.
Today we're cooking with carrots.
Today's recipe is super carrot coleslaw. We went to the supermarket and when we got the carrots we were thinking of what the other ingredient might be. We thought maybe green peppers, we thought maybe celery, but in the end this is what we went for.
We decided to add spring onions and lemon juice, and obviously it isn't coleslaw without mayonnaise. For the carrot coleslaw we'll be using a grater, a peeler, but if you don't have a peeler you can just scrape the carrots.
And you can scrape the carrots with the last thing that you need, which is a knife.
Take your peeler and you just skim down the carrot and make sure to cut away from your fingers. We're going to skip to where all the carrots are done now. So next we have to grate the carrots. So I'm choosing the big holes. Make sure when you do this to mind your fingers, and try and keep these bits on until you start grating them so your fingers don't get quite close to the blade. I'm going to cut to the bit of the video where all of it is done.
So it's my turn now and I'm going to be cutting up the spring onion. If you are cutting up things like spring onions and anything else that requires a sharp knife, either make sure you're being supervised by a grown-up or get a grown-up to do it for you. So you don't really need to wash a spring onion, because as you can see, although there is quite a lot of dirt in it, we're actually going to get rid of that first layer of onion, and that will get rid of all of that dirt. So what I'm going to do is a very light cut down the centre of it like that. I'm going to peel away that first layer because inside it is perfectly clean. There we go. Thank you very much. And I'm going to chop off the bit with the roots and then very finely chop the rest of it like this in rings. One of the things that really makes spring onion is the taste of the bit that is actually green here, so we are going to chop up into the green bit up to the bit where it stops getting nice and tender. Now we're going to cut to the bit of the video where all of these have been chopped.
Next we're going to be adding the lemon. Now firstly what you want to do is cut your lemon in half. Then you can either use a peel to squeeze all the lemon juice out, or you can use one of these lemon squeezers where you just put it on, and some of them have this attachment where you can just put it on and squeeze and twist. And look how much lemon juice was just in that half of a lemon.
I'm going to show you what to do if you don't have a lemon peeler, and actually I prefer this method. Either using the peeler or actually a blunt knife, then you can do this. So I'm going to put it into this bowl. So just stab the half of lemon a little bit and then dig in with a blunt knife and then just twist and then squeeze and twist.
This way works a lot better than using the squeezer, but this way also saves you from having to pick out all the pips. And please be mind that the knife has to be really blunt, as you can accidentally stab through the lemon.
And I'll just show you, so if you were to use a sharp knife, it'd be quite easy when you're squeezing for the knife to poke through. So make sure that it is a proper blunt knife. Now we don't need a whole lemon, we just use half a lemon. So what we're actually going to do is take my lemon juice, put it into a glass, and then we're going to top it with water and a bit of sugar, and we're going to have some real lemonade that we're going to drink after we finish cooking.
So the best thing with mixing lemon juice and the mayonnaise in is you get more vitamin C and less fat in it. Just pour it in there. And then take your mayonnaise, and you don't need a lot of mayonnaise, just a bit, and squirt some on. And you can always add more mayonnaise if you want to after.
Yeah, so I think that's maybe an extra spoonful, but that's still a lot less than you would get in a normal coleslaw, especially ones you buy in a shop.
There'll be probably about 3 of these big spoons of mayonnaise in it. You should probably leave it for 30 minutes just to let the flavours like blend together. So we'll be back then. So this really can be used in any sort of with any sort of food. So we're going to be having quesadillas and burritos tonight, and this is going to be like a side of it.
Yeah, so this is perfect for the Mexican food we're having tonight. Let's try it. That really works. That onion is not very strong. That's what I love about salad onions. They are very mild. I mean, we weren't crying while we were cutting them. That's always a bit of an indication that it's not going to be too strong. So there we go, super carrot coleslaw. Our version was with
carrots, spring onions, mayonnaise, and lemon juice.
But of course, once you've got the carrots and the mayonnaise, whatever you decide to choose, that's your recipe. So
we're looking forward to hearing about your veg adventures.